Hello there, this is Mr. Dunaway, and I want to show you a trick to deal with fractions when you have a fraction outside of a parenthesis. In the previous video, I showed you the old-fashioned way to do it, where you would take that 1/3 and you distribute it across the c minus 4 in this case, and you end up with 1/3 c minus 4/3 c, and then you have to deal with all those fractions. There is a shortcut, and I want to show you that right now. And here is the golden trick. If you multiply both sides by the denominator of that fraction, you can get rid of the fraction, and it makes the problem really, really simple to do. You have 1/3 times this, so instead of distributing that, I'm going to look at the denominator, which is 3. I'm just going to multiply both sides times 3. Now here's what happens. This 3 and this 3 cancel out. It's like 3 over 3. So you're left with that number right there on the left-hand side. Now I forgot to do my dotted lines here, so I'm going to put that on my page. So you have this 1 that still remains, and you have this c minus 4, and that's all equal to 12 times 3 is 36. Now if you distribute that 1, well really when you distribute 1, it's just the same things. 1 times c is c, and 4 times 1 is 4, so you really basically have that question, c minus 4 equals 36. And if you add 4 to both sides, you have 40. And 40 is the solution in this case. And you could actually check this by putting 40 in here, and so you could say 40 minus 4, that would be 36, and then 1/3 times 36 does work out to be 12 actually. And that's really it. So we can eliminate the fraction in the very first step and make our life a whole heck of a lot easier. But if we look at number 6, we notice it's a little bit different because that fraction has a numerator that is not 1. So I want to show you what happens with that one. And again, it will work out a heck of a lot easier than the other method. If you'd prefer to use the other method, that's fine with me. But I think this would be a lot easier, but would be for me, so I guess you'll have to make that choice. So again, I'm going to look at that denominator, which is 5. So I'm going to multiply that 5. You know why? Because I want to get rid of it. Now I have to do that to both sides, and again, I forgot to write my dashed line here. So this 5 and this 5 now cancel out, but you're left with this 2. The 2 still remains, so you have to keep that 2 because you still have to multiply the 2. And you have 2 times b plus 4. And that's equal to 6 times 5 is 30. Now we're going to distribute this 2 here. So it's a little different at this point. We have a little more work to do because we have 2b plus 4 is equal to 30. So now what you have at this point, this is a two-step equation. So I'm going to just solve the two-step equations. Hopefully by now you know how to do that. You get rid of what is ever being added or subtracted first. And I messed up, didn't I? Oh, let's go back and fix my mistake. Look at that. 2 times 4 is not 4, it's 8. I bet you caught my mistake there, didn't you? That's an 8. So let's fix that. I would have found that out in my check, but we'll save some time if I fix that right now. Sorry about that. 2 times 4 is 8. I got a little bit ahead of myself. So let's look back at where we are. From here, I distributed the 2. 2 times b is 2b. 2 times 4 is 8. And then here I have 30 minus 8 on the right side. So there is my zero pair right there. And I have 2b on this side is equal to, and 30 minus 8 is 22. Now we just have to wrap this up. We have to solve that. Remember how to solve 2 times b? You divide by 2. You divide by 2. And I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to write over here. Let's see if I can squeeze it right at the bottom. B is equal to, that's 1b is equal to 22 minus 2. That is 11. And there is the solution to my problem. Sorry about my little mess up on multiplying right there, but I think we've got it worked out. Right now we could check it and see. 11 plus 4, if we figured that out, it's 15. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 divided by 5 is indeed 6. So the answer is 11 in this case. So the point is multiply both sides by the denominator before you distribute that fraction, and it goes away, and your life becomes a lot easier. So I hope that helps you out, makes this part of the lesson a little bit easier for you, and I'll explain more why that works when I see you in class. Thank you.